Because our tribes protect us, the older people.
Yeah, connection.
We have to be cooperative.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Did you said the other day you wanted to say something about the Oliver Anthony Richmond, North of Richmond video? The song?
Yeah, well, I wanted to play that shit.
Play it up.
Play that shit. If anyone hasn't heard this song, I mean, the song's been blowing up for like a few weeks now. If you haven't heard the song, this is like I think like almost like the new anthem right now, right?
I've been selling my soul.
Working all day.
Crank that, Christian.
Overtime hours.
For bullshit pay.
So I can sit out here and waste my life away. Drag back home and drown my troubles away.
It's a damn shame.
What the world's gotten to.
For people like me, for people like you,
Wish I could just wake up.
and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is.
Living in the new world.
With an old soul.
I love that line.
These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just want to have total control. Want to know what you think, want to know what you do, but they don't think you know, but they know that you do, cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, cause these rich men north of Richmond.
I like this next verse, big time.
Oh, yeah.
This is shit.
There's politicians who look out for minors, not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, Jones Street got nothing to eat, and the old beast is milking welfare. Well, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bag of fudge rounds. You better put yourself 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what this world's gotten to. For people like me and people like you, wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an old soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just want to have total control. Want to know what you think, want to know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, goes to rich men, north of Richmond. Woo! Lord, it's a damn shame.
That is a top performance, gentlemen.
Well done. Everybody all the way around. Everybody all the way around. You know, now we can't wait for, if this was P. Diddy, we'd already have a remix. I'm ready for the part 2, man.
I think I know who G was in his past life.
Lord! My favorite part, by far, and it's not even close, in the last 3 years, we've had corruption the likes of which we've never seen in this country. We've had people locked down. We've had people lose their jobs, lose their money, lose their lives. We facilitated a proxy war. But this poor bastard saw some fat chick eating a fudge round off of an EBT, and he lost his fucking mind.
Yeah.
That was the
that's
final.
what my taxes go for?
That was the final straw.
She ain't got enough.
Things have been stacking up. He went and he got his $200 gas bill, on his F-350 that he owns, and then he took out his $200 grocery bill and he said, "Lord, this damn shame." And then he saw that chick, 5'3", 300 pounds, just gobble, 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 and he was like, "I gotta write me a song." I talk about like it was like the Kill Bill, like, and then that's it. All around, says something need to be done about this.
Yeah, and he wrote this song.
He wrote the song. Out of everything that's happened, the 2 things that bothered him were Epstein Island and junk
Island.
food.
Yeah, he didn't like Epstein Island. Doesn't like the inflation.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't like the kicking down of the young men who are killing themselves, feeling like they got no hope.
It's the truth.
All races, all amounts of money, besides for I assume the super elites.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
He really did. He really did kind of encapsulate the moment. I mean, all jokes aside.
They want to know what you think, want to know what you do.
He really, and he did it so concisely and simply. It's just a guy with a. Is that a banjo, Ben? Was that a banjo? What's he playing? Yeah. It's a guy, you know.
And they don't think that you know.
It's a good
but he
old
knows,
boy.
and we know. You do.
Crazy.
You know what's going on.
Well, that's one of the greatest lines of one of the most. You asked like what I read. One of the most influential books I've ever read was the Gulag Archipelago. Alexander Solzhenitsyn, and one of his famous lines is, "We know that they're lying. They know that we know that they're lying. We know that they know that we know that they're lying, and yet they still lie." And that's the moment it's over. The moment it's over is when they can do anything, say anything, and everybody's just like, okay, as long as you leave me alone. And then they got you. And they got you. And you know, but in one of the episodes of Canceled Weekly, we brought up a Jocko Willink. I don't know why I keep saying that incorrectly. Clip. And what did he say? When you get these bad moments, what's his advice?
Good.
Good. Let them keep lying. Good. Why? Good. Why is it good?
See their game plan.
Yeah, it exposes them, gives you an opportunity to assess how vulnerable you are, right? We always talk about freedom and sovereignty, and I think until you have that illusion broken, it's very easy to think that everything is air-conditioned and easy and guaranteed, and then we got to see none of it is, and then where all of those kind of chinks in the armor of your armor are, right? So it's, can I control my own water supply? If you don't, like, that's really tricky. If my food, whatever it is, you know what I mean? My location, my ability to leave my house, to go to the beach without getting arrested, to take my kids to the playground without getting arrested. Moms are getting arrested for taking their fucking children to a playground. That's insanity. Gyms being closed, right? Being forced to say, you have to take this experimental shot because it's not really a vaccine, being a pregnant woman, not pregnant person, pregnant woman going into the doctors and then them berating you to get this shot, and if not, you get shitty care, personal experience because you don't get it. So yeah, it's madness.
Wow. And I love what you said there, the illusion. It's the illusion of freedom. And as long as they make the prison comfortable enough, as long as we've got TV and we got Xbox and we got air conditioning, well, I don't really care. It could be worse, right? But there is something to that could be worse too, though. And I find myself fighting that because I don't want a culture that, galvanizes victimhood. And I do kind of think about the old school, like my grandma's generation, where it's like, hey, I lost 3 kids in war and, the bank foreclosed on my house, but hey, I got my health and it could be worse. Like there's something to that mentality as well, right? So I don't know.
Well, you can still be grateful, right? It's one of my favorite books is Viktor Frankl's The Man's Search for Meaning. And it's his story about when he was in Auschwitz and the idea that you can still have your freedom and still have perspective and gratitude even in like the most evil and horrific situation. And to me, like that's the ultimate freedom because you can have everything stripped away and all you have is what's inside and like your mindset. It's a really, really powerful book if anyone hasn't read it.
This is Gas Digital, so we're assuming some of our audience will be able to read.
2 or 3 of these fuckers can read.
Yeah, so for the people that listen to Part of the Problem, you're going to really enjoy...
I was just going to say that. I was going to say that too.
You're going to really enjoy Viktor Frankl. Have you been on Part of the Problem? I feel like you'd be a great guest for that.
I have not.
Nat, you should help her out.
Smith.
Yeah.
Have you been on it?
No,
How?
Dave, the fuck?
I don't know.
They gotta make like
that's
a
mix
match
of made in heaven.
You
I
would
think.
think. You would think.
Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Robbie the Fire is a great guy too. Like Robbie the Fire. Yeah, I mean they're doing great work. Either way, they're doing great work. The big thing about this going forward though becomes like, all right, like what is the line? Like what do we do? Like what? I think everybody we're all like in agreement now. We're all like, all right, this was bullshit, but we're seeing a big pivot now. We're seeing a big pivot where the people that locked us down, Taylor Lorenz, the mouthpiece from Washington Post, and Justin Trudeau, King Kami up north in Canada, who imposed even stricter lockdowns than we did, they're saying they never imposed lockdowns.
Oh, wow.
They never did it. They're saying that there were never any vaccine mandates. This is all a fiction of the right-wing imagination. I swear to God. I sent it in the group text, Christian. Put it up if you can, the Twitter of Trudeau. There were never lockdowns.
It's weird because it's almost like these people don't realize the internet exists because they were in government before it was available to everyone, especially at your pocket. So it's like, oh, there's nothing to see here.
Do they not think, or are they so arrogant to think that if we just
I think it's more
lie,
of an arrogance thing.
The people believed us anyway. Why wouldn't they believe us lying about it?
That's just crazy, though. What do you mean?
When you're caught, these people committed crimes against humanity. If we get down to brass tacks, these people committed crimes against humanity. They lied. They ran human experiments. Call it what it is. It's a human experiment, right? They coerced people, but now they're acting like they did none of it. They're like, we just made it readily available. We just made it readily available. We thought it was the best thing to do. We tried to educate, and we made it available. And it's like, no, you fired people unless they got it.
Right, and you had the COVID
You
passports.
jailed people.
Yeah.
You took people's bank accounts away.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Pull it up, Christian, whatever, man.
Is it in the text group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you get into the idea of power versus force, right? And then force begets more force. So what is the powerful solution to this and not the forceful solution to this?
It's the Brett Weinstein Twitter.
Oh, okay. I thought I was looking for Trudeau.
Yeah, it's right there, man. Yeah, this is a very, very dangerous, because I think sometimes the cover-up is worse than the crime in that now you tried to overpower me. Mm-hmm. Now you're insulting my intelligence, and on some level that makes me angrier. On some level, that makes me want to punish you, right? So on the first thing, all right, you were scared, you were nervous, you were very vulnerable, very easily manipulated. Fine, it doesn't excuse what you did, but I can accept it. Let's just agree that you sit the next one out, all right? People, you sit the next pandemic out. But now they're trying to act like they never did what they did.
Enforcement measures
Pull it up.
in place will make sure that everyone is
You
vaccinated.
got to pull up the tweet. The tweet is what's important. Pull up the tweet.
Can you read that, Christian?
Yeah, the tweet says, people were required, coerced, misled, and threatened into taking vaccines. Others were ostracized, shamed, and impoverished for refusing. We were defamed, demonetized for demonetized for discussing it. The injured were heartlessly gaslit, but no one was physically forced. That's what they mean.
The COVID vaccine narrative. Oh, what happened here?
So unless someone is physically holding you down, then they don't consider that force.
Which, if you were a kid, you got physically held and injected. You had no options, right? The COVID vaccine narrative now is that no one was forced to get the jab. People chose to. That's the narrative. And it goes back to Taylor Lorenz. Taylor Lorenz talking about there was no such thing as quote-unquote lockdowns. We were never locked down for even a minute.
You can show the videos of moms getting arrested at playgrounds. That's real.
Yeah, dude in the ocean getting pulled over by the Coast Guard and the police. And
They can wipe...
Middle of the ocean by himself.
Middle of the ocean, yeah.
And that's a problem.
Yeah.
Under arrest, sir.
Stay 6 feet away. There's nobody around you.
Or do you remember,
SWAT yards.
Yeah.
remember people checking coffee cups? So if you were out going for a walk, some of the cops would come over and open up your coffee to make sure that there was coffee in it if your mask was down, and that you weren't holding a coffee as a means to be outside without a mask.
Gotta be kidding me.
No, swear to God, that I saw that video.
Gross.
Well,
It's disgusting.
they can scrub the internet. They can brainwash the idiots, but they can never get rid of non-essential tattoos. Go ahead and remind the world, remind everybody that you were told you were non-essential. You were told you were non-essential by a government that's been in debt for 45 years. You were told you were non-essential by a government that can't even fix a pothole, that does nothing but print money and enrich itself at the expense of everybody else. So unless you're one of these idiots eating fudge rounds, I don't know. We got it. This is an appeal to the people that listened to them the first time, because the people that were out the first time are going to be even more out this time. This is an appeal to you, whether you call yourself a Democrat, a centrist, a leftist, whatever you call yourself. You have to have some sort of line in the sand. You have to have some sort of moment where you say, these people, they lied about everything your whole life. They lied to you to get into Vietnam. They lied to you to get into Afghanistan and Iraq. They lied to you about JFK. They lied to you about the Pentagon Papers. They lied to you about everything your whole life. They've now been caught lying about COVID efficiency, the COVID origins, vaccine efficiency. But I'm sure they'll tell the truth on the next one. I'm sure the next one they'll be honest. Don't you think?
Yeah, it'd be nice to believe that the government is looking out for your best
Christian,
interests. Huh? You know, it'd be nice if they were looking out for your best interests, but it just seems to prove that they're not. You know, and we'd like to believe that. I think like instinctively you want to believe that the people, you know, higher up than you or whatever, you know what I mean? Like you're a kid, they're your, you know what I mean? Your parents are looking out for your best interests that the government would, but it's just not that way.
No. You know who knows that and who says that
but
probably
they
louder
do
than anybody else?
under the guise of it's all for your best interests and then do their own shit.
Yeah, which is even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who knows that probably better than anybody else. And the guy who I think came out better than almost anybody in corporate America in global business was Dana White. Dana White didn't flinch for an inch this whole time. Dana White called bullshit. They probably squeeze him behind the scenes on ESG. He just doesn't play their game, man. He doesn't play their game, and his companies are bigger and more profitable than ever. Yeah. If there's anybody you can look at and say that's one guy who stems the tide and he's going to come out better on the other side, Dana White.
Sure.
And I used to think Elon Musk, but the Linda Yaccarino hire is suspect.
Elaborate.
Well, do you follow Linda Yaccarino? She's the CEO that he hired, who is a WEF future young leader. She comes from, where was she the marketing CEO? Microsoft? Was she the head of marketing and advertising at Microsoft? She famously said that
NBC Universal marketing executive.
Mm-hmm. And very famously just came out and said on X, you will have freedom of speech, not freedom of reach. So essentially said that they're going to be going back to shadow banning if in fact they ever stopped it. So,
well, my one Twitter account is still shadow banned, and I've reached out to him multiple times, support multiple times, and they won't even answer. He actually muted me for a little bit because I kept bothering him about it.
Musk?
He muted you? How do you know you were muted?
Because you can tell if someone mutes you, like people can't respond underneath you, so it'll show that people are seeing it, so other people will see it, but he's not, and then it ended up fixing itself. And then I noticed a couple other people that were muted, and it's temporary. But yeah, so there's still a ton of shadow banning.
Well, we can get a friend of the program, Ryan Montgomery, and you together, and then Ryan will probably just hack his email and force him to respond.
I just want my shadow ban lifted, okay? I didn't do anything wrong.
I don't even want my shadow ban lifted. I just want to acknowledge it exists. Please don't make me feel like I'm crazy.
No, there's that website you can enter, and you put your handle in, and it'll say if you are or you're not.
I thought that was proven to be a hoax. And
no, it's true.
It's 100% true?
Yeah.
But everybody's shadow banned? Everybody that puts their handle in is like shadow banned?
A lot of people are, for sure. A lot of people are.
I think it's so funny. Everybody talks about like how to beat the algorithm. It's probably just some idiot with a knob, you know? And it's like,
I got the website here. Should we check G's?
Yeah, let's check.
Go for it. You got the website? That's the one?
Yeah. I think. G, what's your Twitter?
It should be Gerard DGAF.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know if it's gonna like ask me to pay or ghost ban.
Oh, there you go. You do have something on you.
Ghost ban? That sounds worse than a shadow ban.
If you go to the right, it'll explain. Oh, there you go. It'll explain what it is.
What is it, Christian?
Let's say.
This is what is referred to as a conventional shadow ban or thread banning as well. It comprises a search ban while threads are completely ripped apart by hiding reply tweets of the affected user to others. Everything will look perfectly normal to the affected user, but many others will not be able to see reply tweets of the affected users at all. Reasons for this ban include behavior like excessive tweeting or following. Again, this type of ban seems to be temporarily limited for active accounts.
That's not great.
Wow.
Well, let's do this.
It's not ideal.
Let's type in Candice's.
As like a control group.
Huh? Yeah, do
like,
that's
like
good.
Someone we know isn't banned.
I barely use my Twitter, so
Yeah,
I don't know. I've never said anything anti-politically like I assume
What's
you
yours?
have.
You've been a good boy.
Mickey Gall.
As Mickey's mom would say, he's a sweet boy.
Sweet boy. What does it say?
Unable to test for technical issues.
All right. Nat, what's yours?
Sick.
Natalie DeChico edits. If you can't spell that, I can say it.
Christian, you got a Twitter? You won't be banned. You're vegan.
I have a super old Twitter. It's not banned. What's Candice?
Well, that's the idea. If it's not banned,
It's
we
fall
want the control
in
group.
Lovia. All one word.
What?
Fall and then in Lovia.
Lovia.
My
This whole time I
Candice
don't
one's
love.
not. So that's the one I'm most active on.
I don't know. Suggestions for ban.
That's banned
It's
also?
not saying anything's banned on this one.
Really?
What's the red?
The red is search suggestions ban.
There
oh
you
no.
go.
Yeah,
so
there you
yeah,
go. Okay,
you
I
can't
did.
search for it. So anyone who's watching, if you go to Twitter and you type in my handle, it will not come up. All of the catfish will. So even if you follow me, it doesn't come
Wow.
up. Which is that's the
That's
whole
crazy.
point, right? Like if you're like, what is she tweeting? It, it
This is my
throttles the
fifth
account.
Twitter
I
account,
remember
by the way.
Ari Shafir was shadow banned. Even if you like typed in like his whole name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's me on Instagram.
yeah.
You have to type in the
They have
entire
an account
thing.
for that on Instagram. They have like a look for it on Instagram thing.
Not sure.
Somebody did that after a show. They came up to me after a show. They were like, "What's your Instagram? I want to follow you." And then we put the whole thing in, and then it prompted them. They were like, "Are you sure you want to follow this account?" I was
Really?
like, "What the? What?
Damn.
What
Yeah.
the? Why?"
That almost makes me want to even more. You know?
Yeah, right.
When you see like the video, it's like click to actually see this or whatever. I'm like, all right, I gotta check it out now.
See, I don't because I'm like, I don't want to see any murder videos. Those.
that's where you and me are different.
I hate that.
Is
I
that
hate
for just Twitter? That website?
Yeah, it's called shadow ban. Well,
I think Instagram still pretends that they don't do it.
I
Meta.
can't.
So
yeah,
I
it's,
don't know
it's
if
a
you
Twitter
can-
shadow ban test.
I don't think you can check because they still deny it.
What does it say about me that I am?
Should we do another piece of Canceled Weekly?
Let's do another piece of Canceled Weekly.
Another little piece, another little
Another
sneak
piece of Canceled
preview for the
Weekly.
people of their
Another-
new favorite show.
Another piece of Canceled Weekly. I like that. I sent something in the group about this. We should put this for Canceled Weekly.
So on the actual
the
Canceled
Instagram.
Weekly, we're going to be going over 5 clips,
5 clips.
right? And
Yep.
talking about them on each episode,
Correct.
right? Typically 4 serious, different type of, more, I'd say more serious clips and then 1 funny one.
Yeah.
Just,
And just follow our accounts as you do. Follow my Instagram, Mickey's Instagram, Candice's Instagram, and we'll be posting everything through there. Kind of haven't decided on distribution yet, have we? So
I think they're in TikTok for
yeah,
sure.
they're in TikTok, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought that this was really interesting.
Do you have TikToks? Do you dance?
I don't have
I don't.
a TikTok.
I don't dance, but I do have a TikTok. I rant. I'm in the rant, not dance community of TikTok. So, yeah. You want to talk about shadow banning? That one's. I got. I think I got like 130,000 something followers over there, and my videos used to get like 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. Now they're getting like 200 views. It's like, dude, I can text this.
That's a
many
fall
people.
off, yeah.
I
That's
watch your
wild.
TikToks.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I watch
yours
them.
as
I
well.
watch
How
them all
hard-
the way through.
Do you?
So I
Aw.
feed the algorithm for
Thank
No
you.
matter
you very
how hard
much.
they try and shut you down.
Yeah.
You got your girl Candice over there watching. That's
I'm making a
staying strong.
difference.
Yes,
okay?
Hell yeah.
absolutely.
Sneak
Yeah.
preview.
That's why my fans stay with me. This is great.
A problem they were having creatively or something like that, and he needed to make a decision. And he went to like a library, and he just opened up a random book and went like that.
There's a System of a Down song called Chop Suey.
Wake up! Wake up! Run, rush, and put a little makeup. I just have to fade away the shake up.
It has this big bridge section in it where Serge, the singer, didn't have words for this one part of the song. He said, I don't have words for this, and he didn't have any ideas. And I said, okay, pick a book off the wall. I said, open it to any page, tell me the first phrase you see.
I picked a book and opened to a random page, stuck my finger out. It was, Father, into your hands I commend my spirit.
Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. Father, into your hands.
That's what's in the song, and it's a high point in the song. It's incredible.
It just lent itself, and I'm like, oh my God, the universe literally wrote those lyrics.
That willingness to go on like some sort of journey like that is fucking dope. There was
I
I
love
wanted-
that so much.
Yeah, the video before it I want to play also, the one I sent just before that. But yeah, I thought that I can
Amazing.
listen. I can listen to Rick Rubin talk and tell stories
Yeah.
for days.
Yeah.
He's like the music philosopher. It's unbelievable how many people he's worked with. First of all, and his what would be the word I would use? His like confidence, his calmness in the creative process. It's got to be just so beneficial, because so many times executives, and I'm telling you, experiencing this, I'm sure you've experienced it as well, they're input on the creative process is so destructive and regressive. We need this faster. This is costing too much. Why is this taking so long? We can't have that word. No, don't do this. What does that even mean? It's always and like every one of them is like a body blow. And you're just like, fuck, I don't even want to do this. Fuck it, then you write it. You know. But for him to be like, look, you guys are great. You'll figure it out. Just go to a book. And whatever it is, it'll stimulate something. Yeah. And instead, he's just like, boom. Oh my God, this is the most recited
epic
line
thing ever.
I think books are magic, though, in that way. So I'm not surprised at all that that's like a real story. So if you ever go into a bookstore and just kind of let your intuition take you down aisles, like you will see the exact book that you were supposed to go in there for. Try it. It works every single time.
Rashad Evans said something on our show about a month back that I thought was really interesting. When you hear so many people say write your goals down or else, and he called it his spell book. He writes his goals, he's like, that's your spell book. Cast your spells. I thought that was a very interesting way to put it.
I'm gonna be casting my spells in the bedroom.
Well, like, so
that's what I'm gonna be doing now.
No, so
I'm manifesting so hard.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
No, abracadabra means as I speak, I create. So it's it's the power of your words.
Abracadabra?
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra was the name of the guy Ooga Booga murdered for the butter.
We go back to the butter. What was
the video right above? And that, by the way, we're live. I completely forgot. So sorry, guys. If anybody was in the comments, please go ahead and add at any time. Jump in with any comments, and we'll respond. Our apologies. But
you want questions? I took a screenshot of some from the last time we were live.
Let's do it. Yeah, we want to show love. We love the people that stick with us on the live shows, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are our favorite. All of our fans are great. All the listens that we get are incredible, but the live ones, they just hit a little different.
They're a little special.
Yeah.
Okay, you can tell me what this means because I'm not caught up so much with baseball, but it says, since G was a baseball player, have they discussed the Tampa Rays player Wander Franco being accused of fucking around with a 14-year-old?
We haven't.
We did indirectly. The rules are different on the island. The rules are different on the island. The concept of consent is very different on the island. The sexual mores that we know here on the mainland are very, very different.
What island? What island?
The Dominican Republic.
Okay.
So that doesn't excuse his behavior. If what he did, and now this is 2 and 3 accusations, if what he did occurred, he's done. He can't, the Rays, nobody in Major League Baseball could possibly harbor a predator of that kind.
He's been suspended, right?
Yeah. The very truth of the matter is, it's more prevalent than people know. He got caught. He got outed. If there's 2 or 3, then there were a lot more behind the scenes. I would guess, in my experience, that a lot of times, especially if somebody's as good and as talented as Wander Franco is,
sweep it under the rug.
The team will find it first, and they'll take care of it. That's a big thing in the NFL. If your team gets rid of a really, really good player, and you're one of these guys that gets on Twitter and is like, man, they fired his ass for this, they got rid of him for this is bullshit, blah, 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 boys will be boys. I promise you that was the last straw. I promise you the team and the team's private investigators, who are all retired FBI agents that are out there to protect these multi-million-dollar assets, they've stopped other things before that have never got to the media, that have never gotten out, and whatever finally gets out is a last straw. And if it gets to that point, you just gotta pull the plug. Yeah, I think it probably happens in your sport too, buddy.
Yeah, probably all sports.
Probably all sports. I mean, it's entertainment. It's multi-million-dollar assets. I mean,
all sports, all walks in Hollywood. You don't think that shit's happening?
Yeah, wherever there is a perverse profit incentive, there's always going to be shenanigans. Yeah. What else?
Actually, I got something for you, G. Ben, bring it in.
What is this?
Bring it in, Ben.
Pull up that other video that was above it too. What is this?
Come on, man. It's your treat. Ben's back.
Hey, Ben's back. A fruit tart. The last one they had. Ben, you're sick. You had the
Did you cough on that?
Can you still taste or no?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
You're good?
I'm good.
Oh, so it proves it was a hoax this whole time. Would you like some?
I'm fine, thank you.
You sure?
Yeah.
Would you like some?
Nah, buddy, you go ahead.
Oh, wow.
It's good?
Now we're talking.
You like it?
Now we're talking.
Ben's Treats, Ben's Treats.
Wow.
And there's your whipped cream cup of hot coffee.
Wow. Canceled Weekly's cool, but Slick and Thick, I gotta tell you, not bad either. One more clip before we get out of here.
All right.
Ah, look at old boy. Old boy is manifesting. So, do you know what's going on there? That bottlenose dolphin.
It's getting sucked off by a fish?
Nope.
Fucking a fish?
He ripped the head of the fish off to create a gaping hole, and then manifested with the fish.
Oh, damn.
And my favorite part of it is look at that bottlenose smile. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I hate
Candice?
fish rape, for one.
Well, they say dolphins are like the horniest animal. Like
Really?
they rape a lot. They have a lot of sex. There was this woman, I forgot why she was studying dolphins. I think it had to do with language. So she was trying to figure out if they had their own form of language, but she couldn't get the dolphin to cooperate. So she would have to manually release the dolphin before she could start working with it. And then they
That's how it
ended
works
up,
with me.
they stopped doing the research because they said that was unethical. She couldn't do that.
So funny.
So
that,
no one knows if dolphins can talk.
Yeah. Also,
You have to,
that could
you have
just
to
be,
relieve them first.
Could just be a weird lady that's like, listen, if you want the dolphin to talk,
Well, it's kind of like a
I'll
man,
jerk him, I'll
right?
jerk him.
I
If
get
you
it.
want a man's full attention, you need to have the release first, and
Yep.
then he'll engage with you.
Very true. Maybe
Right?
that dolphin just has a lot of hopes and dreams. That dolphin's trying to manifest. You know, he's like, I want to be a real boy.
That dolphin's manifesting his ass off.
I pull it back up. The dolphin smile at the end is my favorite. Look at him. He's just chilling, and then he's chilling. He's like, oh, I like this.
How do you find these
I like this.
videos?
And
This
then-
is your algorithm?
And look at the dolphin. Yeah. What's up, fish? Yeah. How do I find these videos? The universe provides.
They find you.
The universe provides.
It's like the bookstore. Just finds the big guy. And there's your Moby clip.
That's your Moby clip, man.
Yeah.
Guys, I am so very excited for this new chapter. In 2 weeks, we will be launching Canceled Weekly, and I think it's going to be a great show, and I can't wait for the people to see it. Any final words, Candice? And where can the people find you if they don't know by now?
No, this is awesome. I'm so glad that we're doing the show. I can't wait to see what people think about it. And if you want to find me online, it's just Candice Horbacz everywhere.
Horbacz.
Yeah.
CZ. Maverick, what do we got?
Chilling, dog. I'm down here training. I'm going to Corner Christos next week, so check out the boy Christos out in Vegas.
Yep.
Then got more Empire MMA out in Colombia in October.
Yeah. And we also got a huge addition to the Slick and Thick show, Mix Picks.
Oh, yeah.
Starting this Saturday, now include the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
And the UFC. Mix
It's going to be
Picks,
big.
NFL and UFC picks. Although we should do something that we don't have for Saturday's show. We can give them a little taste of that with Mix Picks for Thursday Night Football. What are the picks for Thursday Night Football? Let's pull it up. We got the Detroit Lions, a lot of people's favorite underdog Super Bowl contender, Black Horse Super Bowl contender, with a quarterback that already went to the Super Bowl, Jared Goff, and the reigning Super Bowl champion, Kansas City Chiefs, with Patty Mahomes. I believe it's 6.5.
Is that the spread? 6.5?
I think it's 6.5 with Kansas City is giving 6.5. Is that correct at the moment?
We're on the Bet Online?
Yeah. Now, people, if you want to have your best experience, live your best life, and if you're in a state perhaps that doesn't permit said things, you should check out Bet Online. Bet Online, may be something that you enjoy. If you go to Bet Online, you may be able to
bet online.
Maybe.
And look,
I don't know.
You get to put a little, get a little skin in the game.
Get a little rush.
Give you a little juice.
A little juice.
You have a little extra fun.
Get a little
time
action
watching.
going.
Maybe you're not a Chiefs or a Lions fan.
Yeah, but you know what?
But you will be Thursday.
You
put a little money on it.
Because you're in it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to be in it to win it, baby. What do you think about you like the red team or the blue team, Candice?
Red team.
Candice, I agree. I think I'm going with the red team here
Okay.
too. I'm going with the Chiefs. You know, defending Super Bowl champs. I think they're good. I think they're gonna stay good. I think the Lions are gonna have a nice season, but I think Chiefs are gonna hop out to 1-0.
I like it. I think better be careful. Aiden Hutchinson coming off the edge could wreck an entire season in week 1 if he gets around Patty Mahomes' ankles. Aiden Hutchinson is going to be an absolute nightmare for teams this year. I love this game for the over. I love this game for the first half under, but the over for the game. And then I think the line is going to go up. I don't like the line at 6.5. Maybe tease it. If you're going to go with Kansas City, I think it's going to be a 3-point game. I don't think it's going to be a full touchdown game. But I've been wrong before. And then if I am wrong, you can tell me come Monday next week.
Come Monday. It'll be all right. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight.
For Ben over there in the corner. For Christian behind the computer. For Natalie back home at Gas Digital. The beautiful Candice Horbacz. That's Mickey Gall. I'm Gerard Michaels. And this has been Slick and Thick. If you enjoyed Slick and Thick and you love the rest of everything on Gas Digital, Legion of Skanks, Part of the Problem, Michael Bisbing, check out GasDigital.com. Use code SNT30. That's SNT30 for 30 free days.
Regular SNT, sorry to cut you off. The August is over, so it's just SNT.
You fucked up.
SNT. That's good. That's good producing here. That's really, really, really well done producing to tell me before the show. So SNT. Use code SNT, and we will see you next time.
Peace.